and welcome back to the whole bucket and to another episode of Friday Freebie Feature. Today's feature artist is called RachandBella Crafts. As usual, all of the details I can find about how to watch them, contact them, and get this freebie will be in the description box. And today has to be a speck different than it's been lately, in that I usually have an item already made and we then go proceed to make it. It's different today because just because it is. But you can see here's the freebie, a handful of pockets, some tags and tickets and cigar bands and labels and those things. Page tabs, there we go. And some larger tags and some little tiny little decorative pieces. They're just little rectangles. So tags or cards or mini book covers. I just love tiny, tiny books. They're so fun. I do have everything cut out and in 2 piles. But I don't have any pre-inking done, and I don't have any decisions made, and I don't have anything. So, first thing I think we should do is cut the tops off of these tags and the bottoms as well, I guess, and get the edges inked because I can't have not inked edges. Looks like I did not print on the back of this either, which I usually do if I want, if I print on the back if I just want this to be a single thickness, which is good because if you're making journals, they can turn into chunky monkeys pretty darn quickly. The other thing you can do is just live with the fact that it's white paper because, I mean, why is that a big deal in my brain? But it is. And the other thing I usually do is glue the whole page pre-cut, or now that I'm already cutting these things out, I will cut them in or glue them individually to tea-dyed paper. Or any colored paper would work too, you know, that you can write on and stuff. So lots of ways to get the backs different if you want it different, and it's perfectly okay to leave it just be white paper. Jeez Louise, man. There is nothing wrong with just white paper. So, however you want to do that is fine. Just make it in your style, right? And then it's all good. Because art should always be an expression of the artist, not what the artist thinks people want. Let's just chop that off and chop that off. And here I'll bring this down a little bit, but I'll set the little bits up here. Put the tags right there. I'm not entirely sure. I already said that. I'm not sure what we're going to do here, but I do have a few thoughts. So there are 3 large tags, as you can see, and there's a bunch of pockets. So as soon as I'm done with this fiddly bit, let us take a look and see if the tags actually fit in the pocket. It looks like they might fit in that pocket. And then there's these little tags. What do you do with the little tags then? But what I want to end up with is some sets of stuff. Well, that's always what I like to end up with. So then if I make a journal or a folio or anything, I can just grab a set of stuff and fill it up. To be honest, completely 100% transparency, I have actually never accomplished that. That is always my goal. It is always my wish that I would have a set of stuff. I would have an empty journal. I would grab the empty journal and grab the stack of stuff and then make a journal. It's never happened. I make journals one at a time. I make the pieces that go in them as I'm filling up the journal. It is slow and tedious and what else? Slow. It's slow and tedious. Maybe that's all the adjectives it needs. But my wish is to have all these piles of things and be able to create a journal that way. So for me, it means that maybe the fussy part that I don't like, which is the actual book assembly, maybe that's all done and dusted. And I love making the ephemera, right? All these cards and tags and what have you. This is just a fun part, no matter what. And then that's my favorite part, is making this stuff that we're doing right now is my favorite. And then my next favorite part is getting them all in the book in some sort of clever / decorative way. And then my third favorite part is when the book is done, or adding little tiny secret bits that end up surprising the person who will own it. Just little touches that might be unexpected, or you have to look hard and see. It's my favorite thing when somebody gets one of my journals and says, every time I look at it, I see something new. That's like the best. So, anyway, the vision of having the piles of stuff that I can just then put in books means that I got to sit down and do a ton of really cool art stuff, and that I get to do the cool decorating a book part, and that the part that I don't really care for, assembling the book, is done. I don't really care for that part. Like finding all the pages and prepping all the pages and sewing in the pages, making the spine and the whatever. I want to do the art part. I'm thinking of, I should just buy assembled journals from other people and then decorate them. And I don't know. Can you then sell them yourself? You can't sell them as a single thing, I would imagine. Or maybe you can, because, I don't know, that's ridiculous. No, I'll have to suck it up, Buttercup. And just keep building the books, whether I like it or not, because I don't get to do the other stuff if I don't. Excuse me. Don't tell me we're going to do that again. Goodness sakes, lately every time I go to video I'm having yawn fits. Right now, I'm sorry you're watching me cut stuff up. I wish I had something more entertaining to talk about while I do this, and I really just don't. But I have to video, even though I'm not completely ready, because I'm having surgery tomorrow, and I need a video up this coming Friday, and I don't have one ready to go. So, I have failed in the planning department. but that's fine. I mean, that's pretty normal me. Pretty normal me. I'm a kind of on the fly kind of girl. There we go. I won't cut out all of those because I don't know that I'm going to be using all of them anyway. Let's cut this puppy out. So, I mean, I thought, oh no, there are 4 tags. Okay, I was thinking for a minute maybe this got mixed up by accident, but I thought there were 3 tags, but nope, there are 4. 4 tags, and then we'll just check the pockets quick and we'll start doing the fun part, the decorating. Whoops. Ooh, I kind of hurt that one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's see. So, these pockets look so small for these tags, but then I measured that other one and it looks like it fits. My judgment is all askew, I think. No, that one clearly doesn't fit. So let's set that over there. What about this one? This one certainly looks big enough, doesn't it? This is fairly sizable, this puppy. Oh, it's got a rounded edge. Look at that. I've never seen that before. I see new things all the time. So I know very little about RachandBella, but I hear other artists that I respect quite a lot talk about them in glowing terms. So I went over there and to see if they have a freebie so that I could send some more people there to check them out. So if I were judging by this little piece of art that I have right here, I would say they have some pretty good taste because these are beautiful. I don't remember what else was over there, but they have other freebies, right? But I liked this a lot. So every once in a while I do Friday freebies that show how you can make things your own, how you can do different stuff with the same pack of papers. I think today, because I am stressed about timing and stressed about surgery and I need to get done with this, I think what I'm going to do is show you that if you have nothing else, you can make cool things and layered things just with the freebie. So I'm only going to use what's here. I'm not going to go searching through my other stuff. And if you've watched very many of my videos, you'll know that's difficult for me because I always have piles and piles and piles. So limiting is a challenge for me. Limiting is so important though. Gosh, it's something I need to learn. But the truth is, if you have too many choices, your mind just gets boggled. It's just not good. So with that in mind, this is going to be good for me because I'm going to have to show you how to do some stuff and come up with a product that I like while staying quite limited. It's the rule, and I must follow my own rule. Do you hear how stern I'm being with myself? Okay, that's enough cutting for right now. We might have to cut these out some more, right? Because maybe we'll use them. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. And I said that's all enough cutting, but then I saw this. Okay, so we have a lot of pockets, but I don't think these cards fit in these pockets. So what I'm going to do is slide all this decorating stuff up there and pile the cards up above us, and let's fold the cards. I mean the envelopes. Let's fold the envelopes and see if we can even fit these cards in these envelopes, because we might need to do some adjusting. Don't think that that's their fault though. First of all, I don't know if they're supposed to fit in there because I printed this a while ago and I don't remember if there was a video, and if there was a video, did I watch the video? So I don't know what they taught or said about this particular freebie. The other thing is, maybe they are supposed to fit and maybe I printed something goofy. Always a possibility. Oops. Let that ruler move way too much. Okay, there's one ready. There is one side. I think I'm going to stop being so fussy and try to go faster and see if it still folds nice. This might be a learning experience for us. If I just do this one time against my ruler, is that enough? I think it probably is. If you don't have a bone folder, the edge of a pen and that kind of stuff would work too. So if you just have a fairly, this is a fairly heavy metal ruler with no backing on it, which is my favorite one as a tearing ruler if I want a straight edge, or this kind of folding, creasing if I don't use a scoreboard. This is my favorite one. It's not long enough for some of the tearing and scoring, so I'll take a regular metal ruler and just turn it upside down so the backing is facing up, and I can use it as a guide for creasing or a tearing ruler that way. Okay, only one more after this one. We're getting there. Yikes. Yipes, man, yipes. Okay. Whoa. Whoops, whoopsie whoops. Okay, last one. Let's get some creasing. So I'm thinking, I mean, the reason I'm doing all this cutting out and creasing while I'm filming is because I think I'm going to line up these pockets and line up the tags and decorate all of them all at once to see what it's like to get a whole batch. I mean, it's going to be a batch of 4. That's not... I talk like it seems like I'm calling the whole batch like it's a dozen or something. Whole batch of cookies. It's 4 dozen. No, just 4. But if we can get a whole batch of 4 that go together, that'll be nice. And if we can do them all at once, that'll be a demonstration of a way to do it. Beautiful. Look at that. That is a nice pocket, I tell ya. I like this one too. This old school music paper. Saw the coffee stains on it. I always do sides first and then the bottom of an envelope. If you glue the bottom last like this, then when you put something in there, it doesn't get hooked on this little edge of paper. But if you have it this way and your item gets down to the bottom of the pocket, it can get caught on this edge of paper. So that's my little gluing pocket tip. Sides first, then the bottom. Maybe. There we go. There we go. Sides first, then the bottom. All right, now I don't think the tags fit in any of these pockets, which is fine because you would typically make other tags, right, for your journal. But I want these to fit. So I failed to get that corner. So we're going to see what fits and what doesn't. One fits in there. That's good. They're certainly not going to fit in there the way it is. This is... Oh. Okay. I thought I folded it goofy, but I didn't. Let's see if it's going to fit in here. Oh, just sort of. That's a tight fit and it's kind of buckling. What about here? That's actually a really nice fit. And what about here? Oh, I have it upside down. That doesn't help me. That's pretty nice. Okay, so those four, right? And we might have to trim a little off the sides of a tag or two, but let's pair them up. Let's pair them up. I'll pull this all the way down to the bottom of the screen. And let's figure out which tag goes with which one. I don't think it matters too much. These are super neutral, which is nice, nice, nice. But let's see if it makes any difference. Like the blue one goes with the blue pocket. That makes sense. The orange one goes with the coffee stained pocket. This has got a heart, half a heart on it and a bit of letters. So would it go here? Or there? I like that better. Okay, I like that better. So let's see if they fit in the pockets I've assigned them to. Oh, that one actually fits better too. That was a good call right there. That fits fabulously. That's a nice wide little pocket right there. And what about this? Nice. Okay, they fit very nicely into their respective pockets. It's like it was meant to be, because maybe it was. Okay, so let's put them back like this. I'm going to try to do all four at one time. That'll be interesting. And this is what we have to work with. We have tags that do not have to be used as tags, right? We can cut these numbers out. We can layer with them, what have you. We have some labels. We have these little heart bits. Let's pull those out. There should be 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where is the other one? It's a secret. Did I lose one? Boy, that wouldn't surprise me one bit. Yeah, not here. Okay, let's see what it is. Because we can steal it. We got that, and that, and that, and that, and that. So it's that. And we're going to steal it from this set right here. don't even know if we'll need it. But man, if we want it, we're gonna use it. Okay. Okay, I kind of messed up the bottom here. Trim that. I kind of messed up the side here because I didn't do it very well on purpose. I mean, I got unfussy. Okay, there we go. So let's decorate this one first. Let's do a bit of page tab. No, a bit of lace. Let's do a little bit of lace in the form of a lace ticket. So I'll just cut one ticket off of the set, and that can go here. And then we can layer it with a number. Maybe it goes more like this. And then it needs a heart. What do you think? Just like that. And then the blue one, let's have obviously one of the blue hearts, but which one? I think the darkest one. And let's have a number, I don't know, let's have this ticket on here, or this tab, page tab thingy. And maybe that's a pocket for a mini tag, because there are smaller tags in here, right? So maybe we put a tag in there. We'll decide that later, but what if I just leave that pocket just like that? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scoot off my screen. I scooted down a little too far. All right, I think this card needs this heart. And then I don't know what else. Oh, look at, we have another pocket. I completely missed this pocket. I'm going to just fold this quickly because I want to see if it would fit on this pocket or that pocket. So we'd have a pocket on a pocket. And I always like doing that. Oh, we already have a tuck spot pocket, maybe. So maybe this one can go here. That one might go there. I kind of like that. Okay, so then what about this little baby? How about a piece of older lace? Maybe this way, and the heart this way. Maybe put it up here and stagger it. And then I got the whole thing going like this. Do you think we should put anything to anchor it across this way, like perhaps something like this? Here, let's look. I think the 5 is too harsh. So this one's really super floofy. And I'm afraid that the number 5 is kind of going to detract from the floofiness. I don't usually mind detracting from floofiness because floofy isn't my favorite. But in this case, it's pretty strong. What do we think about making a little bit of L shape? I kind of like that. And then this thing is a pocket on a pocket, which I also like. And maybe we make just a little bit of lace. I'll take some lace. Oh, wait a minute. Let's do the ticket thing again. Maybe the lace ticket, maybe an orangey ticket. To copy the orangey up here, right? So maybe on this blue pocket, which really looks like it's a sideways tuck spot because of that text on there, maybe we put a ticket and a blue heart, and we make it a sideways tuck on a pocket. What do you think? Not too shabby, really. I think this needs to be the other direction, though, because I think the orange anchors the blue. Just like that. I think that's good for the 4 pockets. Not too shabby. Now, we have some tickets. I mean, tags. Big tags to do. And I'm not sure, we don't have a whole lot of stuff left up here, but there's enough, but I don't know what to do where. So what if we assume that we're going to do blue on blue, and we'll put the number 3 right there. And what if we put the number 4 right here? No. Down here was better. Let's put the number 2 on this one, because it is our number 2. Is there no number 1? What? I'm gonna look. Seriously? 4, 6, 3, 2, 5, 8. Oh, there's a small circle 1. Let's find that. That's gotta be here somewhere. I know I cut out some of the circles. Oh, there it is. Right there. Let's take that out of there. 2, 4, 5, 3, blank. Where's the blank one? Alright, I'm missing a piece. Alright, I'm going to put the 1 over there in any case. And I might put the big numbers over there, although there is a 3 missing. Nope, the 3 is here. I could take the 3 out of there and do the small numbers. I could do all small numbers on the upper thingies. I could do matching, except we only have 1 1. Okay, stop hemming and hawing, lady. So how about we put a ticket on this one instead and layer it with the number 1. Okay, and we'll put the 3 on here and layer it with a heart, and we'll put this heart over here maybe, or here maybe. I think there I like it with that one. We'll put this orange ticket under here. Put this tab possibly there. I don't really know. I don't know about that. This ticket though, that's kind of nice piece of lace. How about under here? And then we have this left. This is what we have left. We have a six tag, a cigar band, a tab top on number 5, and this 245, plus some bits that I seem to have lost. And I'm not sure how I did that because I haven't moved. And here's the pile. So where are they? Well, okay then. I am very skilled at losing things, by the way. Let's go ahead and cut out these numbers quick because I have a feeling we're going to use them. I have a feeling, man, they might get used up. And I'm going to cut super fast and not be so precious with this and not be so fussy. Okay, so now we have this little thing to add to our stuff pile. And we have this little thing. And lastly, this. And somehow, yeah, I don't know what happened to the missing ones, but let's not worry about it, I guess. I'm going to pull out vintage photo because I think it goes with everything we have going on here. I'm going to grab I was going to grab a little dauber, right? One of these puppies. But for brown, I guess I'm going to use this one. I'll have to get a new pink. Don't be surprised if we get something between brown and pink on these, but let's do some edging so we can see this stuff. There we go. On the ticket, on the pocket. Sometimes you can do a little thumb tab on the top pockets, right? I'm not going to do that this time because these tags are high enough that we really don't need it. But if you're doing shorter things in a shorter pocket, those thumb tabs are really nice. They are both thoughtful and professional. Okay, so we're just going to do that, I think, with this one. Call that good. Now my debate here is, are we going to use these tiny tags to make tags on tags? Because we really, really should, because that's just fun. But then this ticket isn't going to be enough to create a tuck spot that'll hold, I don't think. So that's the big question, is are we going to have to add more? Because I think I could glue this ticket just like this and tuck this card in just like this. Oh, I mean, just like that. And that might be fine. That might be fine, but it doesn't look all that great because this ticket is kind of blah. Blah. Here, wait, what if we trade? What if we trade The orange ticket can go with the more orange set. And this one, what if this one was a lacy ticket? Would that look better? That does look better. Look at that. And then this ticket could go under like this. But then this, okay, we'll figure that one out when we get there. Anyway, there we go. Just like that. Let's do some edging on this one. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's do this. We're going to do some edging on this blue one. A blue ink, if you have a blue ink, would look nice on this. This is a page tab, obviously, and I'm using it as layering piece. So don't think you have to stick to what a thing is for. I could certainly cut this up and use it as elements as well, or you can use it as it's intended as a page tab. But we talked about maybe turning this into a tuck spot also. So I'm going to just let that sit there. And we will think about what might be able to go in there. Okay, just passing through, Sunny. You need to keep moving. She's trying to get at her water dish, and I'm taking up way too much of my own desk for her liking. Oh my, territory wars. Territory wars. Okay. Oh, good girl. You can have your water. Good. You're fine. You're fine. All right, I'm going to move the camera out a little bit so you can see a little bit more of all the clutter that we have, because we have all that stuff we can use. See how this, even just this light edging though, makes it so you can see each individual piece better. There are lots of ways that you can do this. Watercolor paints or crayons or doodling, even just an ink pen, right? And you can create hard edges or soft edges or vignettes, so layers of foggy edges. There's just so many ways that you can create the same sort of thing that I'm doing right now. Crayons, markers, pens, pencils, even just a graphite regular writing pencil, right? And then use your fingers or Q-tips or something to just fog up that lead. Okay. I've claimed my desk back, and let's claim the camera back. There we go. All right. Again, if you have other colors, venture out beyond vintage photo. There are so many good colors and ink companies and stuff. So if you decide to invest in that kind of thing, make sure you adventure to whatever suits you. I actually only bought vintage photo at first because it was what everybody was doing. Everybody was doing it, which seems silly. But when you don't know where to start, that's how you start. You see what everybody else likes and you give it a try, right? And I must say that while vintage photo might not be my personal starting color had I known what I was doing, but how do you know what you're doing when you're just starting? It is a classic. It is very versatile. So if you don't know where to start, vintage photo is a good place to start. That's my point. Now I think I really haven't tried the new color, right? The new last color from Tim Holtz, Ranger, but I really want to try it because that scorched timber looks like my kind of color. But it's just another brown, right? And I use walnut stain, and that's my kind of color. That's a lovely brown. If you are just starting and you can afford to, I recommend starting with a neutral and get your neutral in oxide, ink, and archival. So a distress oxide, a distress ink, and an archival ink. If you can afford to do that, you have a suite of colors of a color that will work together and that are, they'll always be friendly working together, and because they're the same color essentially. I mean, granted, the distress ink and oxide act different and have some different tones and stuff when you interact with water, but they will work together no matter what you do with them. They'll always be coordinated no matter what you do with them. And the versatility, because you've got the ink, the oxide, and the archival, is huge. So you could definitely do that in something like a vintage photo. You could definitely do it in black if that is more of the color that you like to use to outline and highlight and that kind of jazz, right? Or you could do it in any color. Like if the only thing you want to do is work with purple, go purple, for crying out loud, right? It's not going to hurt anything. You're not hurting anybody's feelings if you want to make everything purple. Outline everything in purple, color everything in purple, shadow everything in purple. I want to see that. Definitely want to check in and see how that goes, because it might be a load of fun. All right, let's glue. Let's glue. First thing I'm going to do is glue some little tiny spots. Uh-oh. My glue has glued itself to its bottle. There we go. Little tiny spots right there, just to glue this pocket in place. And I'm going to burnish those edges. You can do this with a spoon or a butter knife or a pen or a pencil or the edge of your scissors or whatever you have, but squishing these edges helps. Make sure I have the top on the top. And then these are the pieces we're going to put on here. And we're going to just do it just like that. And that's all we're going to do on here. So, a little bit of glue. Excuse me, don't stick to my hands. Thank you very much. Little bit of glue. Oh, goodness sakes. I inhaled a piece of dust. It's stuck. Let me take a drink quick. All right, there we go. And then we said we're going to create a tuck spot for this small tag using this ticket. So I'm just going to put a tiny line of glue along this edge. Spread it out a little bit and a tiny bit along this bottom. Spread it out a little bit. And then place it just like so. Think about like that. And then this ticket will go in it, and then this tag will go in its pocket, and we have that one done. Ho, 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 ho. Very nice. You know what I didn't do though? Here's what I didn't do. I didn't ink the edges of the ticket. I mean the tag. Okay. Now I'm happier. The tag would be happier if I would let the glue dry, but I'm kind of hurrying so we can get this all done in real time and not be like my last video, which was stupid amounts long. I made a journal, let's make junk journals video, and oh my goodness, it just was ridiculously long. And my videos are long to begin with, but that one was really pushing it, man. I like to make them about an hour so that if somebody wants to sit down and hang out with me and craft with me or have me craft along with them, then I love that. That's super cool. I might do it just like this. In fact, I will. I'll do it just like this. Nope, I'll do it just like this. And then I'm going to leave this edge right here open in case we can find something to tuck in there. So, first things first, I'm going to get this glued to this how I like it. Okay, I think that's pretty good. And then top, bottom, just these two back bits. I'm going to let that curve in just stay like it is. There we go. Now we have a little pocket right here if we want to use it. Now this one, I don't think this is going to be enough to hold a little tag on there. So maybe we do, what if we do this as our tuck? Like this? Then it's the same idea on both. They match completely, which is a tad ridiculous. But I don't know. It's a good measure. I mean, it's a good concept. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't like doing that the same. What if we take a number 2 and just cover it with a heart and have that be a tuck just like that? I don't know how I feel about that, but that's what I'm going to do, because number one, I don't know what else to do, and number two, it's kind of a new idea. I like doing things I haven't done before. I want it a little off center, and I think I'll put it to this side. And that's not a little off center, that is completely off. But I'm glad of it. Let's see. So that tucks just like that. Good. And then we're just going to do this. Yep. There we go. Okay, just like that. And then this ticket or this tag needs some edging. I wonder if somehow, someday, I will stop saying tag for ticket and ticket for tag. Don't know if that will ever happen. My kids are in their late 30s and early 40s, and I still mix up their names and call them by the wrong names, so, you know, I don't know if I'll ever get ticket and tag down. Who knows? Okay, there we go. Number 2. Set number 2. Number 3. We're going to put this on sideways, and it doesn't particularly fit sideways. But I'm doing it anyway. Yipes, man. Yipes. So, first things first. A little bit there. A little bit there. And glue that pocket. You know what? I forgot to do that on this one, but I'm not going to go backwards right now. We are running low on time. Very low. Too low. I'm not going to get done, am I? I'm not going to get done by that hour mark, that's for sure. But hopefully I don't go too far over. Then we're going to glue this on the side, and it's going to stick up a little bit, and I'm okay with that because this is just a fun idea. So rather than putting glue on this pocket, because I'm not sure where that's going to sit, I'm going to put it on here, just like that. Match up this bottom bit first, and then lay the rest down. Yep, that works. Okay, so we have that, and then what did we do for a decoration? I don't remember. I think I put the orange side of the ticket down because that makes sense, because orange is an anchoring color. And then I put this here. And I think that's it, right? That looks right. That was my gluing song. Did you like it? And you know what I did? I put glue where I don't want it, so now I'm gluing the pocket shut. Unacceptable. I'm going to put my ruler there until it dries. The ruler can hold it open. Well, maybe I don't need to. It's sticking up now. Hopefully it'll stay that way till it dries. Then I'll be out of the woods there. And then we want this heart right here. There we go. Fabulous. Simply fabulous. And then, what do we have right here? We need to create a tuck spot for this number 2. And I'm just thinking that's not gonna cut it, but I just love how cute this is. So I think I'm gonna try this. Just like we tried the other stuff. I think I'm gonna try gluing down just this edge maybe. And use that for one side of the tuck spot. Oh, I don't like that placement though. Let's pull it up. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever done that. And then let's put this right here, and I'll only glue the bottom. At least for now. No, I can glue that side too, can't I? I can glue this side because it's on the ticket anyway. I was gonna put the tag in between the heart and the ticket, but since I only glued the ticket on one side, I can go like that now, and that's fine and dandy. Look at that, it can even peek out right there. All right, I like that. Okay, let's edge this tag. Now, so we're finishing up. We're almost done. We're definitely over that hour mark at this point. It's an hour and 2 minutes so far, but we're gonna finish up, and I will do my finish up speech while we're doing this last tag. So go see RachandBella at RachandBella Crafts. All the links will be found in the description box, and do the like and subscribe thing here. I sure like having people hang out and check out what I'm up to and tell me what they're up to. So if you have questions or comments or want to share what you're doing, be sure to let me know in the comments. There we go. There is number 3. I'm going to move on to the last one while we're still chatting. These now are done as far as the freebie is going, right? I am happy with having these leftover bits and pieces, and I'm happy with these pockets not having anything in them yet. And I understand that these tags and tickets and all the stuff that we put together, the pockets, could have more stuff on them. They certainly don't need more because this kit is beautiful and it's coming together very nicely. So if you want to leave it this way, you can. But here's the thing. Let's say somebody says, gosh, I want a flower garden journal that's kind of lacy and whatever, but I really like butterflies. Okay, there are no butterflies here. What you could totally do at this point is grab this kit, grab a journal, make a journal, and add butterflies all over the place, or, you know, as many as you want. Maybe you don't want to get too carried away. But the point is, they don't have to stay just the way they are. Even though these are gorgeous the way they are, this is still something you can build on. I'm going to try something different than what I had. I'm going to try this and this, and this. Do I like this? I think I do. No, oh, wrong way, Feldman. This way. And this, I'm going to make this a little longer. and a little narrower. Okay, like that. There we go. That's what I want right there. Okay, I'm going to have to put glue down here and get this in place. And glue down here and get this in place. Hold that till it tackies for a second. Now I can glue the whole thing in place. Hopefully they won't move, because I'm definitely doing it before the glue's at any time to dry. But at least it's a tad sticky. Just like that. Now I'm gluing the whole thing down, but I'm sure you can see that this could have also been just glued here and been another tuck spot. So we have 2 that have more tuck spots and 2 that do not. And there is nothing wrong with that whatsoever. So now we have just a big blank ticket in here. Again, somebody says they need butterflies in their garden. Pull out some butterflies, put some butterflies on here, put a couple of pieces of lace on here, and now you've personalized it. I have another kitty fight. I don't know how I'm going to do this. This one is not... Oh, I don't like that at all. Sunny, hush. He didn't do anything to you, at least not yet. Okay, I'm just going to put the one on here and tuck the ticket into it, and I don't think that's good enough to hold it, but it's going to be good enough for now because we need to be done, and there's a cat fight on my desk, and I am not comfy with that. I'm not comfy with you guys arguing on my desk. And Revan just knocked my tools over and decided to lay on our work. Can I have that, Revan? What did you do with it? Revan. Oh, okay, audience, people out there, anybody watching at this point, an hour into this video, if you are still hanging out with me crafting, I apologize for Revan's rudeness. I'm not going to kick him off just now because I really just want to get done. Oh my gosh. Do you think maybe he's demanding my attention? So I'm just going to tuck the ticket into the number 1 here. That's certainly not going to hold it well for the long run, but for right now I'm going to leave it because, again, you can add more when you personalize this to the journal it's going in. There we have it. As soon as I make Revan let go. Let go. No, it's not for you. There. We have 4 lovely pockets and tags that are expandable and personalizable, and you can expand upon this any way you wish, or leave it just as they are. They're fine just the way they are. Or they hold infinite possibilities. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you next time. Stop in for more Friday freebie features, which there should be a playlist right here, or starting, next week, there will be another new freebie from somewhere, sometime. Oh gosh. See you next time. Bye.